Hello guys, it's Sunday, so here is your weekly dose of urban news. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and as always, a massive thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters and everyone else who keeps this going. A new S-Bahn S15 line has been launched in Berlin, connecting Berlin Central Station with the city's northern districts through the commuter rail network for the first time. Although the new section is only a few kilometers long and serves 3 stations, it has great strategic importance for the network. It creates an additional connection between north and south, reduces the load on existing lines, and forms the basis for a future extension of the line towards Potsdamer Platz and further south. Berlin's Hauptbahnhof, which opened in 2006, previously had no direct connection to the north-south S-Bahn system, forcing passengers from northern districts to transfer at Friedrichstraße Station. Friedrichstraße Station. Friedrichstraße Station. Friedrich. I give up. And now the S15 line closes this gap. It connects Gesundbrunnen station on the northern loop directly to Central Station. The travel time is only about 5 minutes, which makes S15 the shortest regular S-Bahn line in Berlin. The line is not a standalone project, but actually the first operational section of the planned north-south S-Bahn corridor S21. The project aims to create a second north-south trunk line to complement the historic north-south tunnel built in the 1930s. Meanwhile, in the US, the renders and the concept for the renovation of New York's Penn Station, the busiest transportation hub in the Western Hemisphere, have been unveiled. The project aims to completely modernize the station from the tracks and platforms to the surrounding public spaces at street level, which should improve the experience of more than 600,000 passengers who use it every day. The new design will eliminate congested spaces, improve wayfinding for passengers, and significantly expand waiting areas. Meanwhile, Madison Square Garden will remain in its current location and continue to operate throughout the construction period. By the way, congratulations to the New York Knicks on their victory. The new structure will surround the existing cylindrical Madison Square Garden building and extend between 31st and 33rd Streets and 8th Avenue. The development, covering about 150,000 square meters and standing around 27 meters tall, will include retail space, technical facilities, and station service areas. The future station will be built on a single, fully accessible level, featuring high ceilings and finishes in stone and bronze. Construction is scheduled to begin in late 2027. Verona, Italy has begun receiving its first HESS battery-powered trolleybuses, which is an important step in the restoration of the city's trolleybus service. The city previously had both urban and intercity trolleybus networks, which were in operation until 1975 and 1981 respectively. Now the trolleybus is coming back as a modern BRT system with a large amount of dedicated lanes, which will ensure fast and smooth traffic flow. The city will use trolleybuses capable of traveling significant portions of the route on batteries and recharging while in motion under short sections of the overhead contact line. This approach saves charging time and allows for the use of lighter and more compact batteries than those required for purely battery-powered electric buses, making the system as a whole more energy efficient. And also, continuous charging throughout the day helps avoid high peak lows on the power grid. In total, the city has purchased 39 light tram 19 articulated trolleybuses, which are 18.7 meters long and can accommodate over 140 passengers. The opening of the first section is scheduled for the late 2026, and a total of 4 lines are planned for the network. The total investment in the project is estimated at around 150 million euros. The Spanish Defense Ministry has blocked the proposed route for the extension of Madrid Metro Line 11 to Cuatro Vientos, so the city will now have to look for another options. The new section was to be 2.2 kilometers long and was rejected because the tunnel was to run under the Cuatro Vientos airbase and would have required the demolition of some buildings. The project also called for the construction of a new station to serve as a transfer hub with Line 10 and the Line C5 of the commuter rail system. Although much of the route remains confidential for security reasons, the planned land acquisition on the airbase, military sports fields and farmland indicate a route that will bypass the runways and cross a military golf field. A military what? Golf field? As a result, the Department of Transportation has extended the project's planning period by 8 months until February 2027 to evaluate new options. In Prague, construction has officially begun on the next section of the future Metro Line D, which will run from Olbrachtova station to Nove Dvory. The first tunnel boring work on this section is scheduled to begin in the second half of August this year, and train service is expected to begin in the second half of 2032. As part of the project, 3 additional stations will be built with the working names Nadraži Krč, Nemocnice Krč, and Nove Dvory. By the way, what is Krč? The Nove Dvory station, located at a depth of about 33 meters, will be the largest and deepest station on the new section. And the future Nadraži Krč station will also be quite remarkable. It will be the only elevated station on Metro Line D, and its tracks and glass-enclosed side platforms will be located on a bridge spanning the Kunratitsky stream valley. Along with the Pankratz-Olbrachtova section, which is already under construction, the new 5-station section will form the shortest independently operable section of Metro Line D and provide a better connectivity for the southern part of the city. The first 17 new electric articulated buses have arrived in Colombia and will be integrated into Bogota's Transmilenio public transport system. According to plans, 711 new electric buses will be in service in Bogota by the end of 2027. The city, with a total of 1,543 electric buses, is currently the second largest in Latin America by the number of electric buses, trailing only Santiago, Chile. This progress in the Colombian capital is connected with the mass deployment of buses manufactured by the Chinese companies BYD and Yutong. Meanwhile, in Chile, they have unveiled possible options for expanding the Biotran service to downtown Concepción. In particular, they are considering the construction of a tunnel through which trains would run beneath the main streets of downtown Concepción, which would help relieve traffic congestion in the city. The most ambitious plan calls for the construction of 2 tunnels with a total length of 11 kilometers that intersect in the city center. Currently, the initiative is in the stage of developing different options and holding public discussions, and taking into account all future stages, construction could begin somewhere in the 2040s. And that's all the news for this time. The links to the news sources, as usual, are in the video description, so thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.